morning, gang. It's Vicki from ENTRI. This morning I'm in my workshop and I want to show you exactly what parts of a dresser you should and should not paint. Okay, this is going to be super quick for you, but it's really super important. The reason being is the first time I ever painted a dresser 20 years ago, I painted the entire outside, the entire inside. I thought it was dirty. I needed to clean it, and I painted the whole inside, and after it was dry and I put the drawers in, over time you slid the drawers in and out and there were nothing but paint chips flying everywhere into the clothes. It was a complete disaster. So I never did that again. Never paint the inside of a dresser. I'm going to show you the small pieces to paint inside a dresser that have to be done, but certainly never on the inside of the dresser. And I never do the sides of a drawer or the insides of a drawer for the same reason. You slide those drawers in and out and the paint is going to chip. All right, so let me show you the parts of a dresser to paint. First thing I do with every dresser is I lay it down on its back. Always, always, always lay it down on its back, because this is the way it's going to go into a client's truck when they take it home. And what happens if you don't paint the pieces that aren't visible when it's standing up is they see all the parts that you missed, which is really super embarrassing. Okay, so what you want to do, lay it down on its back and paint all these areas under here. Under here that you might see any parts of the dresser that if a kid is laying on the floor, if you're laying on the floor, that you might be able to see when you're laying on the floor, on a rug next to the dresser, just hanging out. You don't want someone to look under the dresser and be like, oh, they kind of did that half done. It doesn't look quite right. All right, so the next place you want to paint while it's laying on its back is right here, okay? The underside of the top. Again, if it's laying on its back when they put it in the truck, you don't want to be embarrassed and have them think that you did a half job and you missed a lot of spots, okay? Now, when the drawers are in and they're closed, take a quick look. It looks like the entire dresser is painted in green. You don't see any light spots of the wood that's underneath, okay? The reason for this, all right, so normally if I did this wrong, you would see when the drawer was closed, you would see light wood areas in here, okay? Let me show you what we did. Here's where we paint, okay? You paint just inside. We don't go any further in, you paint just inside. And a lot of times I don't even paint that much. I'll paint half of that. I'll only paint the edges, just enough that you don't see the raw wood when the drawers are in and the drawers are closed, okay? Next area you want to paint. Take a look at the drawers. Okay, this is the bottom of the drawer. I don't usually, if I'm staining, I will stain the underside of the drawer there so it's nice and neat, but I don't ever paint it. That's going to be sliding back and forth. The paint's just going to wear away. On the top of the drawer, so that would be this section. I always paint this, okay? So you want it to look nice and neat. On the side of the drawer, try never to paint the dovetail. Leave that exposed. That shows the quality of the drawer and how well it's made. But I do paint just the edge, which is the front panel piece, okay? Never paint the sides of the drawer. Never paint the inside of the drawer. I usually sand them down on the insides and I clear coat them with either a polyurethane or a water-based poly. They come out just beautiful, nice and clean, okay? And then, of course, go around and paint the rest of the dresser. Oh, the back. Let me show you the back. Back side of the dresser. I don't usually paint the back sides of the dresser, except for I always paint the top, and the top little trim, and I always paint the side, and down to the legs, and on the inside of the leg, okay? I do that because if a dresser is pushed up against the wall, there's a little bit that you don't want to see from the edge. You know, you might see that edge, and it gives it a nice clean look when you paint just the back side of the dresser. All right, that's the workshop. That's how to paint a dresser. Oh, and then of course the outside and the top and all of that. But those are the sneaky parts that people don't usually remember. So if you're shopping for a dresser, always look. If you open the dresser, and the drawers inside, take the drawers out when you're shopping for a dresser at a used or a thrift store, a refinished furniture store, pull the drawers out. And if it's neat in those areas, you'll know that that person knows what they're doing. And if it's not, unlikely that they knew what they were doing, and you might not want to buy that dresser. So be careful with that. There's another hutch I'm working on right now that's in process. Some end tables, a desk that's all finished I'd have to take photos of today and get up online. And that's about it. So those are the tips to where to paint on a dresser so that you know exactly what parts of a dresser to paint. All right, have a great day, gang. Bye.